What's up, everybody? It's Tori Nix, aka Natty Deity, and I'm back on it with the message for today. It's August 22nd, it's 10:31 in the morning, and I have a pretty lighthearted message, depending on where you are. If you do see this message, it is a timeless message, so when you come across this, then you can probably apply this to your life, okay? So today's topic is on free will, okay? Free will choices, if you will, all right? And I'm going to read this definition to you guys. It is basically, if you look it up on Google, what is free will? Free will is the idea that humans have the ability to make their own choices and determine their own fates without being influenced by prior events or divine intervention. So this is where, and I'm going to keep reading, it's closely linked to concepts like moral responsibility, praise, and which can apply to actions that are freely chosen, right? So this says the question of free will has been a topic of debate amongst philosophers, religious thinkers, and scientists. Some believe that our decisions and actions are predetermined by fate or a God, and that we don't have free will even if we think we do. Others point to scientific evidence that suggests that the firing of neurons determines our thoughts, hopes, memories, and dreams, making us completely predictable. Some scientists say that this means we have no free will because our conscious experience of deciding to act is actually a post-HOC reconstructive of events that occurs after the brain has already set the act in motion. So, this is my download because, as you can see, we're in a world where we're constantly battling propaganda. Okay? We're in a world where in that one little paragraph that they broke it down, you don't even know what free will is out of reading that, because now they're talking about, well, some people think it's this, some people think it's that. This is where we're focusing on our own free will and we're realizing you don't have to necessarily go off of other people's opinions, right? Thoughts, beliefs. You can choose what you believe, right? And you do that by way of experience. So let's take away the argument and let's just focus on the first kind of concept of this. To make their own choices and determine their own fates. Let's break that down, okay? And without being influenced by prior events or divine intervention. So this is where, personally, my interpretation of this, and maybe how this can help humanity as well, if you all hear this. We all have the ability to make our own choices, correct? Just stop right there. So I think we can all agree on that, right? And we can all say that certain choices have certain effects, right? Or it's every cause to every effect, correct? So personally, to me, that does mean that we have free will over our lives, correct? If we have the ability to make our own choices, and then each choice that we make then has an effect, then we are in natural control, right? So this is where this energy is coming through, because now it's about, what are you choosing? This is solely based on your choices, okay? And of course, on my channel, we speak of healing. This is about healing certain mindsets. This is about healing poverty consciousness. This is about healing from maybe ancestral wounds, slavery concepts that have been passed down, right? And you realize, okay, this without being influenced by prior events, right? So that means if you're never influenced by your prior events, then that means your choices in the now moment would then be more free, correct? So I hope I'm tying this in, because this is an argument that people want to say, well, I'm struggling because of this, I'm struggling because of that. No, you're struggling because of you, okay? And it's time we speak on this system as it is. This is a self-imposed prison that is readily available to those who choose, right? But there's also a self-imposed heaven that's also available, but we just don't know, correct? So if you're making your choices, this is why I preach on my channel about restructuring the mind, healing your inner child wounds, going back to the 0 point energy, because then you realize maybe your free will the whole time was based off of somebody else's programming, which then you chose certain things that actually affected someone else's agenda, but maybe it didn't affect you properly, right? This is why we go into heartbreak. This is why we go into trauma. This is why we go into certain things, right? Because it's not necessarily based on our free will. It's someone else's will. Okay? So this is a need to really, really look at your choices right now, okay? It's a good time. I'm seeing 10:37 on the clock. That's 10:10 when you think about it. So it's a completion. I'm hearing one life dies, a new begins. So this is taking place on a collective scale, on like a reset as well. I keep seeing like stuff is just ending, like something has truly stopped and can't be anymore. And it's like, oh wow, this just got deep, y'all. Okay, so imagine you're on a train and I'm seeing like the train comes to a wall that you can't go anymore. How then would you get to where you're going? Something about that is significant. I don't know why that just wanted to come through, but that's what I saw in my mind's eye. It's like the end of a road, like something cannot keep going on anymore. It's like you go to a level of like a point of no return. So that's significant as well. That's in the energy, and that's kind of like that 1 and 0 effect. Something has to stop in order to start again. So I'm gonna fill out the energy, but I definitely was just called to come on to do an energy update of what the collective could be going through. So I hope this helps somebody. I'm not gonna make it too long, that way y'all can just kind of sit with this energy. So if you are feeling a little ungrounded, this is probably why you're needing to look at some of your choices, okay? Something has to be changed, okay? Something is changing. This could also be the earth is changing still as well, going through those cycles of Mother Earth cleansing as well. We got acceptance coming out, so I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. And then we got change on the bottom of the deck. So I kid you not. This is like the past. When we think of acceptance, that's all past energy, right? This is like something that maybe happened that you wish you could have changed, but you really can't, right? This is two layers to this, because I'm learning to accept the things that I can't change. But however, change, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So remember that coming to the end of a road, something has to now be, it's like somebody's been going on a cycle, accepting the things that you can't change, but you still been in the cycle. I hope this makes sense. It's time to grow and evolve out of that cycle to move forward now. It's like the collective, something can no longer go on, and it's time to like see it clearly. This is on many scales. This is on the societal scale, political scale. This is a familial scale. This is a friendship, career. This is on all levels, right? So whatever is not working no more needs to be changed, okay? Because this peace is something that is stopping you from being in this peace, this heart chakra energy, right? It's something that is not allowing your soul to thrive anymore. It's like how we're talking about that freedom. I don't think a lot of people feel free. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even if, coming back, this is something to do with slavery too. How it's been passed down, how we all kind of are born into slavery, to be honest. Okay, let's just be real. And it's like, I don't think we see it like that. So we accept the bare minimum. But this is like honestly not causing a lot of peace in people's lives. And this is honestly something that is restricting the soul and the heart of humanity. Okay, so this is like a time to look at this construct. I wasn't gonna say this, but I'm being called to just say it. But like, literally think about it, y'all. When we talk about how our ancestors were born into slavery, were we not too? I mean, I just have to be honest. Like, you know, we go to school. We're taught rules. We're taught how to be in this society. We're literally told how to be in everything we do. Is that not control, manipulation, or slavery? Y'all let me know in the comments. But yeah, again, free will choices, okay? Think about this. What are you succumbing to that seems, this is the question. What are you allowing that may seem good, but actually isn't good? Okay, I'm hearing the illusionist, so it's something about seeing clearly and following this. Wow. Because this is about, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. It's coming away from the doubt, right? Not knowing the answers. Remember, I said that control, we're taught to control everything. We're taught to kind of listen to everything else outside of ourselves to make choices, or the things that we're taught. But this is where you have to start listening to your intuition. Do you feel good, collective? I mean, I just have to come on here and ask that. Like, the energy that I feel, a lot of people are not happy. Okay, and I just have to be honest. Like, even certain people that I entertain or I have interacted with recently, I just realized, yes, they're nice people, but are you really happy? Are you really fulfilled in life? Okay, and this is a true need to look at that, man, because I just keep, it's that energy of like misery loves company as well. So it's like you could be thinking you're happy, but are you really, if you project misery onto other people, right? You always got to talk shit about somebody. You're really not feeling comfortable within yourself. It's something of that energy coming through. And I picked up on it yesterday, but I didn't really want to focus on the negativity. But this is where we're being called to look at, because it's like, you could be a blind hater and not know you hating on somebody, right? 12 on the clock. So it's like, look at that. You could be bitter and not even realize you're bitter because you've been so immersed in the things that you really can't change, but it's really bringing this negativity on you that you can't even pinpoint, right? So this is like really doing the deep work. Like, how are you showing up? How have you made your destiny, right? Yeah, because we got envy. I knew I was feeling this energy, y'all. Like, I can't make this shit up, bro. Like, under freedom is envy, which is a lack mentality, poverty consciousness. I'm telling y'all, is freedom free? Are you really free? If you go to work every day and they have a system, I'm being called to ask this. You go to work every single day. You gotta wait. You go to work every day, but you get paid every 2 weeks, right? So you already are waiting for money. That's the first thing. Second thing, most people choose what looks like fun, right? So that's, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on the weekend. I'm gonna go to the club. I'm gonna do all this stuff. And you're putting your money right back into the system, the money that you worked hard for, right? So what are your free will choices? Not, you know what, I got this money from this job, I'm about to go invest in the garden. You understand? It's like, we really got to look deeper. The codependency is what we need to look at. This is not about, and this isn't always to do with finances. This is to do with the inner world as well that influences those decision making as well. Okay, so there's a shift in consciousness. Are you going to be in this freedom, or are you going to be in this envy, which is, envy is just lack, okay? Poverty. What is this acceptance? Growth. I like it. Yeah, coming from, it's like, yeah, this seems good, but is it really, right? So this is where you want to expand your consciousness and your awareness, okay? See what feels good to you. Does it really feel good, or are you just comfortable with some shit? This could be a relationship. Every day you wake up, you feel this heaviness on you, but you can't pinpoint it. Maybe it's the person you're sleeping with. Maybe it's the person, you've known them forever. These friends, you've known them forever. Family, you've known them forever, but does it feel good? You know what I'm saying? And really be for real with yourself. Or have you just become accustomed to that, right? 14:44 on the clock. Let's talk. Because we got judgment. Yes. So this is where that peace is trying to come back in. This is like the judgment of, like, you know how they say weigh it in your heart, like you can kind of sit with things to pass judgment, right? Really sit with this to see. Okay, this is a time of reflection and seeing something about restrictions, because we have abundance on the bottom, knowing that you're limitless. But where have you been? This could even be judgment of self. You know, where are you going against what you really want? And this is also, notice in the beginning we were talking about the predestined and the fate. This is about, I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. So what are you holding on to that's keeping you restricted from going to make this own path, this own unique path, right? And embracing your own challenges. Remember, I said whatever happened prior becomes a thing of a 0 point, because so this is the piece. Challenges are ways to elevate. Challenges are ways to learn. They are ways to enhance your decision making. Okay, so I hope I'm explaining that energy better for you guys. So choosing the path that is in alignment to peace, that feels good to you, right? And enduring the challenges because you understand that that's ascension, right? It's like a stair, or how they say, new levels, new devils. Those are the challenges to get to new levels, right? But it's time to embark on that, making these new decisions, man. Okay. So that's for somebody. I knew it. What I say? So this is about shifting into even the love, right? This is the perception based on what is happening, right? It's a change. It needs to, because even on the bottom we got surrender. I can release the need to control. Remember, I said this world basically instills control, correct? As opposed to following your intuition. So really look at how you're seeing things, okay? And this is on a collective scale. This is happening. I feel it. So really take that time to see what is for you right now, okay? And we got divine order. That's confirmation. Then we talk about how things are basically predestined in your life with free will choices. You have the power. Everything happens in divine time, okay? So I'm going to read it one more time. This is the idea that you now have the ability to make your own choices and determine your own fate without being influenced by prior events. This could be ancestral trauma, generational trauma. This can be your heartbreaks, your sadness, people telling you you're not good enough, your setbacks, whatever the fuck, because you now know that was challenges in order to get you to help you create your own fate. And I'm going to leave y'all with that today. All right. Powerful message coming through. Discipline is the area that we want to focus on, and free will choices. Really think about those choices. Think about what are you setting your mind to? Okay. And let's go for it. All right. So y'all stay up, stay in love, stay in light, and stay safe. And I will see y'all on the next message. Peace.